listening to Movie Reviews and More with Brian Sebastian, only on LA Talk Radio.
I love her already. It's harshing.
Here we are. It's Brian Sebastian live at Movie Reviews and More. Typical. I feel like I'm on a girls' trip. The girls are just yakking as usual.
Yak. Woo!
But here we are. What's the date today? July 25th. And it's a glow day. And I'm wearing MTV
glowing everywhere.
shirt.
You are dressed properly.
I am. I had to be. I was at the glow party one day. Anyhow, let's introduce everybody first because I have a feeling I'm not going to talk a lot today. This is Movie Reviews and More. We're live around the world. Let's start with Crystal Coney. Crystal, welcome. It's been a long time since we've seen each other.
It has. What do we say? Over a year now, huh? In a parking lot.
It wasn't,
We got one of those meetings, huh?
it wasn't a parking lot.
That sounds interesting. Do tell.
I have no problem telling nothing.
Oh, come on.
It was
This
just a
isn't
meeting
Vegas.
point. That's
No,
all.
it was actually
lot.
pretty good. We talked really quickly in the parking lot, and I was off to wherever I was going to. I think I was going to Beloit, Wisconsin.
Yes.
Who knew where I was going? Having
Very
fun.
early flight you had.
Yeah, it was early.
Oh,
It was one of those things. This is how we start a show. We just start
Wow.
talking. Anyhow, since Sunny started talking, Sunny, tell us who you are. The people that don't know who you are.
I am Sunny, the California girl from Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. Woo! And now Afterglow, as I'm sporting the shirt. Woo!
Roxy.
I'm sorry, I was looking at her shirt.
Me too.
A lot of people
Oh,
do.
damn boy. Okay, we met in a parking lot too, right?
Uh-oh.
No.
I thought, okay, I guess. Okay, Roxy Astor here from Glow, the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, and I am one of the Park Avenue knockouts, not knockups, but knockouts.
MTV.
I'm Melody Treble Vixen, MTV, one of the original award-winning Gorgeous
Ooh,
Ladies
that's
of
right.
Wrestling. And we are
we-
all the ladies in this room are Hall of Famers. We were
Yes.
inducted this year
Yes.
into the CAC Wrestling Hall of
Wow.
See, that's a great thing.
Fame.
Yes.
Very proud of that.
Cauliflower Alley Club.
And Roxy forgot to mention, but she is the creator of Afterglow. A phenomenon.
I'll let you guys say.
You know,
Phenomenon.
there's so much stuff to talk about. Let's talk
There
about
is.
this. Crystal,
Yes.
what did you know about Glow? Do you know anything about?
No, not really.
And where were you when it was on? What state were you in? Because she moved around a lot.
It sounds like I was maybe
Were you in
30
North
Carolina?
No. Michigan? What year exactly?
Michigan, we were on in Michigan. That would be 87, 88,
86,
89.
87, 88.
California. I was
Yeah.
in California.
Oh, you were?
In
Oh, so-
Atwater,
So was
California.
I.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then it was on, well, I definitely was because I'm the California girl, born and raised, but
wow.
it was on twice, I think, each weekend, Saturday and Sunday. We aired at different hours.
Okay.
KCOP
Yeah.
and KDOC.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, you are the dingy blonde. She really is.
She's not that dinging because she
No.
went all over the place to make a lot of this stuff happen.
That's right.
yeah, see, that's
How
what
far?
that-
Where did you go? You know.
She went all over the
Denny's.
place.
I went to Denny's. That's where I went. Yeah.
But you know, going back
Represent.
to the 90s when everything was going on, there was a whole cast of, let's call them characters.
Oh, yeah.
But what characters that still last till today? Because we talked about this 2 years ago on my other show at Adrenaline Radio, where everybody came out and you wanted to do things. You were talking about a cruise back then. You were talking about getting Matilda and everybody else together, and that's when I had read her book, which today is still a great book.
Yes,
really,
awesome.
Yeah,
really good
that
book.
was a great book. Gosh, I'm trying to remember. Was that right before the cruise, the first cruise?
You were coming up with
sounds like it.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
were
think
coming
so,
up with
'cause
the idea
Matilda
of
was
that.
on the
Okay,
first
so
one.
it was more
Yeah.
than just talking, and we were actually getting close to going on the cruise. Right?
Yep.
I mean, it's amazing how far it's come. I thought it was just going to be one cruise.
It's doubled in size each cruise.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
now.
This
But
third
people,
one's
but,
gonna
you know,
be
you got to tell for the
cruises.
people who
Third
don't
one's
know
gonna be
around
so
the world, they
exciting.
have a cruise that started up. But we started talking about this 2 years ago. She came up with this idea of
the
like getting
Afterglow
fans
No,
to do
Afterglow
stuff.
Fan Party
Brian,
cruise.
this was actually 3 years ago when
Yeah,
you
'cause
were
that was
at the
2014.
Afterglow Fan Party.
First
That was
Afterglow
at the
Fan
Acme
Party.
Comedy Theater.
You were there?
and you
I
filmed
was
it.
there.
All right.
And Sunny was there in MTV.
Yeah.
That was where it started.
And her
Wow.
little
That was it.
dog, too.
Yes.
That's
yes. That's
Yeah.
What
right.
happens on these cruises? Please,
Oh,
please
This
tell
is-
us.
do tell.
You have
my
to go.
goodness.
This
Yeah,
is
you
the
have to.
Afterglow Fan Party at Sea. The Afterglow Fan Party is an interactive show where the Glow Girls and the fans interact together. It started out as a live stage show.
And we do interacting.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
she's being all nice
generic.
about it. We
It's way generic.
have
Yeah.
so
Much
much
fun.
fun. So
That
much
was
freaking
that was
fun.
my next sentence
Okay.
as we evolved into the Afterglow Fan Party
Evolved?
at Sea.
I
While
Yeah.
we were-
Oh, come on,
we
really
were-
cut loose.
Yeah,
Come on,
let
MTV,
loose. This
cut
is a-
loose.
This is how I speak.
Okay.
All right.
She's actually really wild because I saw you running around with the camera at the party doing
That's
that.
right.
I am
You
very
see?
wild. I am very wild.
She was the
We can
crazy
get
one.
wild after people
need
understand
to
what the
get-
heck we're doing.
Yeah, we need to give her that little special,
All right, now,
her dose
on-
of that alcohol, and that was good with the peach stuff. It was healthy stuff.
had
It was
one
healthy,
shot.
but it was good. And it loosened us all up.
Are most of
That's
y'all's
funny.
fans men or women? Or is it
Both.
Yes,
So,
yes.
So everybody's
Yes.
on this
Men,
cruise.
women,
Okay.
children.
Every-
Back in the
everyone,
day,
yeah.
our biggest demographic was 12 to 14-year-old girls.
Oh.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
what have we
And
found
now
out?
you have a gay audience.
We
now.
have a
Yes,
huge,
you
we have a huge
do.
LBT
Nice.
audience.
Trans, we have one
Every-
transgender fan that came
Yes.
out on our last cruise, and
Wow.
we crowned her prom queen, Vanessa Bello.
And
We
she-
love
and
you.
she
Right. We love you, Vanessa.
Yes, hi Vanessa. We
Yeah.
love you.
Have you been on this cruise, Brian?
No,
So now you've got to go,
we do
Brian.
I'm gonna
Something-
send Andrew.
We do something
Andrew's
that
gotta
nobody
come. Come
else
on, Andrew.
does.
Okay.
We do something that nobody else does in the entertainment industry. There are plenty of cruises where they have celebrity guests, but those celebrities only come out on the planned events. We vacation with
With them
Nice.
up close and
we
personal.
have
They
so
hang
much
out with us.
fun.
Wow.
They get up in the morning
Yeah.
when we're cranky in the morning. Like if I don't get my coffee, and I'm sure Roxy's like this, they see
No.
us that way.
No.
Oh
No.
no, she
Not
plays
like
with
that,
her
no.
sausage. You should see that one.
You play with your sausage.
Adrian-
I take one picture with a sausage in my
She
mouth.
has it in
and
her
it's
mouth. It's
forever.
hilarious.
And now it's an ongoing sausage
Adrian,
picture.
one of
How
our,
big is
our
the
families.
sausage?
Yeah, we
it's
love
pretty.
it.
It's like that
And
big.
he's
It's not
taking
pretty, but it's
pictures.
just
And he's taking pictures of her, and I'm sitting there with my coffee. I'm like, okay, everybody, don't talk to me yet.
What the
But-
hell? Is it
Yeah.
Once in your face, forever on
Yeah,
Facebook.
That's
but
right.
it's
I'm
up-
okay with it. I'm
it's up
okay with
close
the
and
sausage in my
personal.
face. Okay.
But here's the thing: talk about what the fans are like when you go on the cruise, and
so much fun.
They're amazing.
And it's almost sold out, right?
Yeah.
It
Yes,
is.
sir.
And it's not until March of next year, but still, you can't
Yes.
wait.
Yes.
That's amazing.
I
I
can't
mean-
wait to go. I'm looking so forward.
Where do you
to
guys
it.
I
actually?
know.
Where are you going?
This is going from New York to the Bahamas to
Bahamas.
Stirrup Bay,
Stirrup
Cape
Key.
Canaveral.
Yeah.
Okay,
Amazing.
let's just go back though, okay? Because what it is.
Yes.
Beep,
Come on.
beep, 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 beep. That's all, folks. Okay.
I
I thought you didn't talk like that. Okay, this theme for this year is everything glowing. It's about afterglow and everything
Yes.
glowing with everything going on with glow. So we kept it. Last year we had Joy Bruno from Expose. This year it's based and it's about the Glow Girls.
Nice.
Because people want to know about the Glow Girls. So it's going out of New York. And there's going to be a masquerade
Fantasy
ball.
masquerade
Yes,
ball.
Yes, with a really special prize, and it's not a sausage. Thank you.
Yay.
And the Afterglow, the Afterglow Fan Party. Last year we made it like the night before, and this is going to be the focus of the cruise. Is going to be, I think it's going to be the 4th Afterglow Fan Party, where that's the Afterglow fan hot seat and interactive with the fans. So that's kind of like a staple in these cruises now.
Anything
All from
can
that
happen.
one time that we did that, Brian.
Yeah,
that one
from the
time.
very beginning.
So I was really, really happy about that too.
Yeah.
I mean, and you did know what was going to happen when everybody went on stage at that one point. It
Oh,
was
I
just
knew-
kind of getting
yeah.
everybody back together as like
Yes,
a reunion.
yeah.
That's a
And
band
then
back
people
together.
hadn't really seen each other. They kind of kept in contact here and
How
there.
many?
been
but-
like
you guys
28
are
years
there?
for
How
me
many
when I
of
see
you
these
guys
girls.
are there?
Total
In
overall,
total, Glow
there's
Girls was-
I would say
there was-
620, 130
Oh,
total
wow.
from first to fourth season.
What?
Oh yeah,
Is there
Wow.
really?
yeah, because there was 30. Well, ours was 32.
No, it was something like 68.
I think
Not
there was like a
total.
million.
you guys can't even agree.
No, there's a statistic out there, and I think it was like 68
Okay.
have passed through the glow doors.
That's
Okay.
still a lot, though.
How did
but-
you?
Yeah,
how
but
did
they
you become a
transitioned.
glow? I mean, I know how, but how?
I was auditioning. and
Okay.
I was an actress, starving actress, out
Oh.
auditioning. I went for a seafood broiler audition. I wasn't even there for the glow audition.
Oh.
And it happened to be going on. And I saw, glow. That's why whenever I get in a casting office, it's go in and see what's going on, audition for whatever I
I
can.
love it.
Yeah.
I need to
So
do that.
I asked the receptionist. She said, "Yeah, I'll put your name down." Matt called me in. I talked to him. He said, "Okay." He looked through my book, my acting book. He said, "Yeah, I'd like to invite you to come down to the training." I think you're going to get your ass
No,
kicked,
it's just beer I drank it. No,
Wow.
have it.
but you're welcome to come and try. So I did.
That's how.
Well, I thought, okay, this is the largest nationally syndicated show on, and it's on twice a week, and it's a chance at a principal part. So I said, okay, give it a try, and I loved it.
Wow.
I
And what
loved
about
it.
you?
She's
lady?
such
Well, if it was
ham.
that, yeah, really, was that easy? No, I mean, God.
I know. Save the best for last. Go ahead, Sonny.
Wow. Okay, now don't be the me show. You know who was that? I know. We should. Go. Well, where's the selfie stick? Oops.
Little six match. Well, what?
Oh, yeah.
They have too many inside
Ouch.
jokes.
We're good.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Rewind.
Oh.
Okay.
And as I ride my horse. Oh.
All right, Sonny,
good enough
tell us your
horse?
story.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know your story.
My story is I was raised in the world of wrestling. My father was friends with Andre the Giant, Freddie Blassie.
Oh, I love Freddie Blassie.
Dick Byers used to come to our dinner table when I was little.
Smack your microphone.
I'm not. I'm just holding on to this. I'm not going to give him an ear freeze. I was in diapers. I was like 3 months old in Dick Byers' mask.
Oh.
Yeah, it was amazing.
You used Dick Byers' mask for diapers?
I know, it almost could have been. And so it was me, my brother, my mom, and dad. We went to the roller derby in downtown Los Angeles,
Oh, I love
Olympic
that.
Auditorium, and we would watch wrestling. And there I am, and to see these guys come out with blood, I was like freaked out. I was 5 years old.
Wow.
Now, full story, around 20 years of age, my dad is watching Glow on TV. And I don't know what's Glow. He's calling me out of my room. I'm a swimmer model. I'm in acting already. I did several commercials and front covers of magazines, which probably some of the girls don't know, as a swimmer model. And I come out, and he's like, sit down, watch this. And I'm like, oh my God, look at all these girls. They're all different sizes, shapes, and they're killing each other.
Right.
I'm like, I can't do this. He goes, why don't you try out? It's a television show. It's your way to get in there.
Yeah.
I'm like, Dad, I don't think so. I don't think I'm cut out for this. I'm going to stick with modeling. He talked me into sending my headshot in, and sure enough, North Hollywood is where the audition was, and there I am with all these women, overwhelming, and there I am. The next thing you know, I'm trying out in Las Vegas, and we go through our training, and 6 weeks of military training, and which was harsh. I hurt myself in the beginning. I went into the punching bag, thought I was the coolest chick because there's all the girls behind me. I'm like, I'm going to be tough. Here's the punching bag. I went straight in it, and it cracked my 2 knuckles, and I had the cast on in the beginning. I'm sure you guys know
This
that.
was day one?
Matt
I
got
remember
mad at
any
me.
of
that. Of training?
Yes, in training.
Wow.
I remember that.
In the, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Matt was...
Fraud. He was mad.
Matt was mad, yeah. And it's ironic for how the rest took place. But anyway, yeah, we went through the military. We did our arms
Okay,
above
my
our-
turn.
The rest is
Are you calling me Chatty Patty? You're
saying-
calling me Chatty Patty.
Every
I'm just
time-
saying how we got in there. Okay.
Every time you hit
Yes.
the table, there's an audible thump.
Yes.
Love that audible thump.
You
You
bully.
guys think you're on the mat still.
I know, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But continue.
professional.
Continue.
Yes.
Go,
You
Roxy.
interrupt me. Go ahead.
Go,
No, go ahead.
Roxy.
Let's hear your story.
Put a sausage in
That's
your mouth.
Maybe I will next
I
time.
want to get back to training, but let's
when,
hear. Yeah.
when Adrian's next to me, he'll take pictures. I go, it's my
I'm gonna
turn.
make him do it. Are we just saying how we got into Glow?
Yeah.
Radio?
Yes, because you got to remember,
Yes.
there's a whole audience that doesn't know always hear the
That's
story.
right.
That's why.
Yeah. And there's, yeah.
Okay, so unlike MTV and Sunny, I didn't want to be an actress. I was a hairdresser, and I came from
Which is what you still are.
right,
Ah,
and I
yes.
did some of the hair for Glow. I do her hair.
She does mine.
It's
Yes.
very pretty.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. The bangs
And
are
so
working now.
I never wanted to be an actress or a wrestler. I was just a hairdresser that wanted a job. I was a fan of Glow, and I actually saw a banner that said, "You want to be a Glow girl." So I used to watch it every Saturday, and it was like you. It was like, wow, what is this? This is so cool. So I called the number, and the next week I was trying out, but I was going to go in and be a bad girl, darn it. I was
Yeah,
going
I
to be
wanted
that
to be a
bad
bad
girl,
girl.
Wow.
and I ended up being a good girl.
Oh.
When you
Yeah.
go in with an idea,
Yeah,
But
that's
Roxy's
not what
the
it is.
baddest.
It's
of
not
the
what
good
it
I'm the
is.
baddest
She
good girl.
is the baddest
Yeah.
good girl.
I hear
Yeah.
that happens all the time too, because I was at that point I was the WWF fan because I grew up in Connecticut, so I knew about
yeah.
all those people.
Yeah.
And if anybody knows me, Roddy Piper was my idol. I even went to
Nice.
Glasgow, Scotland to get my kilt.
There you go.
I still have my kilt.
Oh, that's
So I
worn
always
it
knew
today.
about it.
Did you get it signed
I
by
wear it twice
him?
a year. I always usually wear it Halloween and different
oh.
other places. Yeah, I love my kilt.
I was lucky enough to meet him at CAC at the Cauliflower.
Yes.
Alex
Roddy was
before
great.
he
As you
passed.
as you
He
know,
was the
Crystal, you
best.
may not know this.
Sweetheart.
There's no good movie without that great villain. There's no good wrestling whatever without that villain. You know, Andre was always the great guy.
Yeah.
Rowdy was always the bad
Where
person.
did I remember
That's
like
right.
Junkyard Dog? I used to
Oh,
love
Junkyard
there
Dog
you
was
go.
great.
Yes.
Well, he's
I
from
think
North
it's great.
Carolina.
Is that
Yeah.
why? Maybe
That's
that's, why
right.
I liked
Ted
him. I don't even know. I
DiBiase.
just remember I did
Yep.
like
Yeah.
him.
He
I
came in
love
with
Ted
Queen's
DiBiase.
music.
Oh, okay. I
Wow.
don't remember that
Yeah.
part,
Million
but I
Dollar
remember I
Man,
liked
Ted
him.
DiBiase,
Yes.
And
and
Hulk
Virgil.
Hogan, of
Yeah.
course.
One
Yeah.
of my
Virgil,
favorite
yeah.
meals.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, North Carolina was huge. I mean, if you don't
And
know
it
her
still
story,
is. There's still
it's
big
about that.
fans, and there's still big wrestling people out there. The promotions and stuff is still big. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
And
let me
we're
come
going
back
to
this real quick,
Wisconsin.
Chris. What part?
We're going. Oh God, which part of Wisconsin are we going? I forgot.
Rubidoux?
Rubidoux,
Wisconsin.
Rubicon.
Just
It's
Wisconsin.
something.
With Jake the Snake.
Yes,
Oh, I
with Jake
remember
the Snake. Yes.
Oh,
Well, Jake had his movie out last year or 2 years ago, which was
The
actually
documentary.
really good.
You told me to watch
Yes.
that.
Yeah, it was very, very
Yeah.
good. I'm gonna stop real quick. Let's get into Crystal real
Oh.
quick. Let's tell her where you're from. She, you know, I'm gonna let her tell her own story because
Oh,
she has an
boy.
interesting story to tell.
Jeez, which part of it?
Let's say, well, you're an actor too, but you know,
I am. So I was like, I need to start crashing auditions. That might be a good idea.
well,
let's see.
Get
I hear this, but I'm always nervous. I'm the good girl still.
And that's
I,
okay. It's good to be a good girl. We're good. We're always good. Until
I
we're
don't
bad.
believe that. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hey, you.
I was a military kid. Grew up all over the place. Military family, because even my grandfather. We don't really have roots anywhere. My grandfather was a Tuskegee Airman, so one of the first black pilots in America. And
nice.
as my mom traveled, I traveled. My mom married a military man. Let's see. And let's say I lived in 6 different states: North Carolina, Michigan, and the Upper Peninsula, California, Atwater. Graduated from high school in North Dakota. Went to college. I'm a Tar Heel. Woohoo! The national champ. Shout out to my Tar Heels. Anyway,
I don't know what that is.
yeah. See,
All right.
Giving us love. Anywho, I guess Brian probably wants me to get. I was Miss North Carolina USA.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm having my 20-year anniversary right now.
That's a big thing, though.
Yeah, 97. I was the first African American woman to hold that title.
Well,
So
there you
that
go.
was-
Another
That is awesome.
groundbreaker.
Yes.
And let's see,
figure skating.
that's
Wow.
hobby. I picked that up
That's
as a hobby. Gosh, now 8 or 9 years ago, and
That
now
is
I
my
have
fantasy.
It's not too late.
Yeah, it is.
No,
Yeah.
no. Believe me,
She does it still all the
I
time.
still
Is that
skate.
ice
There
skating?
are
Have
ice
to go-
skating.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there are women
Oh, I was just
much
gonna say
older
roller
than
skating.
you still skating and
yeah.
starting. Like every day, a new person starts of any age. There's
I have to get my knee
Nice.
replaced first.
well
Yeah,
that
wrestling.
after
Yeah, the
that.
wrestling
Then
injuries.
figure
After
skating.
that,
You're
it's
taking
all-
me figure
Why don't you
skating.
just get both of them replaced and then
And
you
then-
come
yeah.
in and you have
And then
perfect
just go
knees.
ahead and then drop them again, and then
Oh, no,
that's
no,
it.
Well,
you know.
let me ask you this: why did you get into figure skating? How did that happen?
Oh boy, I was sitting.
and
well,
how many
I
other minorities do that? Because I don't see a lot.
Well, I skated as a kid, like not with lessons, just for fun in Michigan on the lake. My
'Cause
parents
it's
would
always
say,
snowy there. My
parents
relatives
would say,
are
"Do
there."
not do that," and inevitably we would end up in the middle until we hear cracks, and then we're like, "That's not good." That was
Yeah.
crazy.
Not good.
One day I was sitting in a rental car place and I saw an ad like adult figure skating on a newspaper, and I was like, I picked it up, and they were like, "Oh, you call this number." I literally called. I was like, "Hi, I saw your thing about ice skating. I want to ice skate." And they were like, "Show up." It's actually an awesome story. So I show up with my JCPenney skates that I've had since like whatever. I asked for them for Christmas one year, and I left them in the car. I went into the ice rink and I'm like looking, I'm looking at this adult lesson that's going on, and this Russian guy comes over to me and he's like, "Hello," and I'm like, "Hi, I want to take ice skating," and he's like, "Well, where are your skates?" And I was like, "In the car." He's like, "Go get your skates." So I like go get my skates. I come back. He's like, "Put them on. Let me see if you can skate." So I put them on. I'm like skating around, doing all these tricks that I think I know how to do. And he's like, He's like, "Okay, let me teach you how to skate." So I had to like get rid of everything that I thought I knew because I got it from roller skating, and
different.
now I'm competing. I do theater on ice,
Nice.
and it's like a whole adult world. So
Are you
fun.
obsessed? Are you
That's
obsessed
cool.
with it?
I go through obsessions.
Okay.
I'm obsessed with so many different things
That's
that I
good.
like. I'm
That's a
sort
good
of
thing.
in and out. But skating's always there.
Yeah.
But sometimes I skate a lot more than.
I love
Sometimes I'm
skating.
skating Monday through Friday,
It's so
literally.
beautiful.
It's a
Wow.
great.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I'm
That's
skating.
like therapy
It's
for you in a
great,
way
but
too,
yeah,
right?
Good
therapy.
exercise.
Great
though.
exercise.
It's
yeah.
really good exercise unless you go and putz around with all your adult skating friends.
See, I love
Y'all know who
Johnny
you
Weir.
are. Oh yeah.
I feel
Weir's an
so
amazing
lazy
guy.
right now. How do- 5
We gotta go and do our squad master.
But here's the connection with
to do our
everything. You
Squad
went
Masters.
for an audition
Oh.
for things. So didn't you three.
Right.
Yes.
You didn't necessarily know what you were going up against for
No.
whatever audition it may be. Talk about that, all of you.
Well,
Crystal,
I mean,
real
my
fast.
thing is you've got nothing to lose. The worst they can say is no. And that's not such a bad word. Like if somebody tells me no, and that's even with the Afterglow and asking these women for the Afterglow, if I would have heard a no, I went back until I got a yes.
Absolutely.
And that's what you,
You
do
know,
in
and
anything.
I
Well, you
never
still like that
gave
too.
up. Oh,
Everything.
I'm still getting
Yeah.
no's, and but they're turning into yeses now.
Okay, you know, the
Right.
one thing, the only one
Yeah.
thing that I like about Roxy, she's always determined when it comes to things.
Determined.
I'm upset.
But I think it's all for you are strong, determined women, which is great. But talk about where it all started, because I think about the training and I think about going in for those auditions, because again, you were just
Yeah.
starting to say you just don't
training
know.
was-
And you have this all
You
the
don't
time
know.
too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to hear
Training
about
was
this.
very hard.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
that's why I was so upset with the Netflix Glow. You know, I really had an adverse reaction because it absolutely did not have the heart of the wrestler.
It was nothing near.
We trained so hard. I mean, we were in a diagonal turnbuckle, lined up doing drills. One and then the other would roll. So we could not only get the physicality of it, but the timing. Because when you're in the ring, your skill level has to be knowing what your body is doing, knowing what you may have 6 or 8 or 20 people in the ring with you. So you have to know what's going on. You have to know, you're playing a character. You have to not only make sure you're doing everything right, but take care of the person that you're working with, because we have to work together tomorrow, maybe in another hour, in another match. So it's a big responsibility, and you have to take it very seriously, and then make it fun for the audience. So
Well, that too.
So I'm
yeah.
going to stick
Yeah,
up
absolutely.
maybe for some of the actors, because I knowing a little bit of the stories and how everything comes together with that. Again, they went in for an audition.
Right.
You know, they're going to that, and you kind of know this. You were talking about this because at one point you wanted to do a reconnection to the Glow Girls Here and Now, right? With Netflix. You wanted to do something like that.
Yeah.
the acting
Yeah.
was really
Yes,
good.
Brian. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it comes down to it, you know this what this is like, going up for an audition. Glow, I don't know anything about Glow, but I'll audition for it. Again, saying yes.
Yeah.
Can you
Brian,
swim?
yes.
Brian, I
Exactly.
thought the acting was great. All those people did their jobs. They were very believable.
Well, no, I'm saying that
Yeah.
they may not gone back to watch the original Glow.
No, they said
they
they
did.
did.
They said they
They
did,
said
and
they
that's
did.
what
well,
is.
again,
They said
you
But they
say
can't-
yes, but doesn't mean you did.
No, but they can't actually have it similar to us, because you
Right.
see, then they'd have to pay us, and then there would be lawsuits possibly, because we're going to say, hey, that is Roxy, that is MTV, hey, that really is
already
me.
did.
But
It
was
can't
y'all's
happen.
training
It did,
tell
though.
on TV as well?
It was at
No.
Netflix.
So they
no,
your training.
no, we didn't
So
televise
they wouldn't
that.
have had a way to, but was theirs was though, right?
They seen the documentary, and I believe in the documentary, you guys
Yeah,
spoke about the
okay.
And they
training.
had trainers.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
Yeah,
had
Chavo-
trainers come
Chavo
in.
Guerrero.
Yeah,
Okay.
Chavo Guerrero.
And Chavo's great. Mondo
Yes.
trained the first and second season girls. Our trainers was Danuchka, Lori Palmer, and Anne Labrie, which was Debbie Debutante.
And
Yeah.
then
They were great.
And then in a break between season 3 and season 4, it was me, Godiva, and Cheyenne Cher.
Yeah,
I
well,
was gone.
yeah, you guys
Proper
didn't train
I
us.
was gone.
Yeah, I don't know
trained
where
to
I
do
was.
Sonny, how many
Yeah.
seasons did you
Okay.
do?
3 and 4.
Roxy?
3
Yeah.
and 4.
3 and 4. And
Okay.
then there was season 5.
Yeah, that's what
What
I'm
is
curious
that?
about.
I
I
don't
know.
know what
We're
that
both
is.
going like,
There
what?
were matches. Okay, the editor told me this. There were matches cut together out of footage that we already did. I mean, we did so
Okay.
many matches together.
That's right. That
they
was
could-
never even out
they
there.
could
Yes.
cut together new matches.
So there's a whole nother season.
and it
up
Yeah.
played.
You
That
guys
makes
not
sense.
didn't get paid for
Darn.
that? Like, you didn't get paid for that?
Well,
was
they were
syndicated.
televised. We were getting
Syndicated.
paid. Yeah,
you just
but
that
didn't
was it.
realize. Oh, wait, but what about this season 4 and 5? That
We
should've-
got
well,
paid for
5
that.
wasn't
We got
on.
paid,
We
yeah.
got
3
paid
and
for
4.
4.
3 and
Yeah.
4.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, this is where it kind of goes into the ending, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Well,
the
and Matt
beginning.
told us at
Yeah.
CAC why it ended.
Yeah, but that wasn't quite correct. I mean, it was to a fault,
Do
but
you,
Which
so
which
tell
ending?
the audience.
Which
well,
ending
yeah, which
are you
ending?
talking about?
Exactly.
well,
The ending?
well, yeah. Does anybody really know how it really ended?
We
Yes.
have
Yes.
stories.
Yes, we do.
We do.
We do.
All right,
we do.
Sonny, tell it.
I happen to know personally because I spoke to the owner of Glow, as I told Roxy, because I haven't, well, many friends in Israel, if you will, and I know a lot of Israelis. Meshulam Riklis happens to be Israeli. He knows one of my dearest friends that I used to date. They're best friends, ironically, as the story turns. Babe, Ursula, had an affair with Meshulam.
Boom! You dropped the bomb.
I sure did.
Wow.
But
What?
Is
you
this
know
public
what?
knowledge, or are we
Oh,
learning?
it's gonna be, and
Oh,
you know
well, now
what?
it is.
I'm tired of
Breaking
hiding it.
news. Breaking news right here.
dropped
And
bomb.
and to make her, Meshulam was married to Pia Zadora. Pia Zadora and Babe kind of look
yes.
a little bit alike there, so maybe that was the
But
affair
Pia
or
told
how
him
they.
he had to cut it all off.
Exactly, but it wasn't quite cut off. But the payment for Babe was to make her shut up and go away type thing, like it is in the movies. If you have, with the director type, trademark. What do you want, Babe? She took that and ran. She had no idea what she had in her possession until Netflix Glow.
Well, many of us tried to help her produce shows.
That's right.
Many of us
Yes.
did
Helped
an
and
Afterglow
helped.
show.
Yes.
Glow Live at
Yes.
the El Rey.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was there.
I wrote, produced, and directed that show.
Yes.
She starred in it. I started it. I was MTV The Good Girls manager.
We were
Roxy
in our
Fogg.
40s.
Yes. Yes. It was a good show.
was
It was
crazy.
sold out. It was a great show.
Yeah, it
People
was good.
loved it.
Wow.
And I even produced a documentary about it called Behind Closed Doors,
That
which
was
I
funny.
will recut and re-release because now is the time to do it.
I would do
Right.
that.
Yeah.
You need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
think is the Netflix Glow helping your Glow and
Oh, yes.
vice versa?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Because they got the name out there worldwide. It's on everyone's mind again. We've done. I
Oh
think
my God!
every
Washington
media-
Post, Huffington
Huffington
Post.
Post.
We've done
All
how
the
many
media.
interviews?
New York Times,
Yeah.
LA Times.
We're doing so many interviews,
yeah.
radio shows.
New
Yeah.
fans coming in.
And the new fans are now, younger fans that weren't around when we were on television are now understanding who we were. Because they're watching Glow Netflix and they're like scratching their head like YouTube, oh, wow.
But you got to
You know.
understand something too, Brian. Okay, and a lot of people will go, "Why are you, upset about this?" Because when we found out about the Netflix,
Yeah.
what are you laughing about?
my
When
God.
we found
Yeah.
out,
Yeah.
okay, about the Netflix, our fans were going, "Yeah, we're so happy, the Glow Girls, the Glow." We're like, "Oh, we're not part of it."
Wow.
This went on for a year, getting message like. Were you like through Facebook?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I can hardly wait to see
Yeah.
you. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I'm not going to be there.
Yeah.
They were like, why aren't you? We don't know.
All our fans
we
were upset.
don't know. This
Our
went
true
on
fans.
for a year of
Yeah.
I'm going to use this word, pounding from the fans.
Yeah.
Like, why aren't you guys part of it? I'm like, well, ask Tilted Production. Ask Gingy Cohen. Ask Babe. Ask Babe, why aren't we? I saw in an interview where she said that she wanted to be in it, in the Glow Netflix. And if she couldn't be in it, then, then
She couldn't
why
utilize
would
us.
she?
Wow.
Yeah.
She didn't wanna use
Because
us.
we'd all want to be in it. And
And
I
that
don't
was just
believe that.
wrong.
You know, there were so many other people involved. Are we talking Jackie Stallone too?
No.
Jackie's up there. I don't think she's doing
No.
much of anything.
But I mean,
overdoing,
going back
but-
to the original.
Absolutely.
This
And
goes
Aunt
back
Kitty.
to the
Oh,
movies.
yeah.
There were so many
Aunt
other
Kitty.
people involved with things like
Aunt
this.
Kitty. Don't
Frank
forget
Stallone
her.
and
Aunt
Sylvester
Kitty.
Stallone were on ringside with their son Sasha, who passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was there a lot, right?
He was there. God, he was like 8 years old. He was so adorable.
Running
It was
around the
heartbreaking.
ring.
Sage.
Sage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sage Stallone.
I said Sasha.
He
Sage.
actually gave me his phone number once and wanted me to call him, but there was no way I was going to call Sylvester Stallone's house.
No, Sage,
would've.
Sage
Yeah,
used
yeah.
to come into my video store all the time and rent videos in Brentwood.
He was
Wow.
he had a business with Grindhouse Movies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Grindhouse Film Festival.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Wait, so
Yeah.
you guys all lived here already when you went to your auditions? You were from.
I lived
I
in
did.
LA.
We did.
I lived in LA.
But we all had to move to Las Vegas where the show was being. We all had to live
You just
there.
had to get yourself there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't get
Yeah.
paid to get there. You had to get yourself there.
For the training.
And then we had
or for the
lodging.
audition.
For the
Well,
look over.
once we were
for
there
For the training.
for the training and everything, we were there.
The
we were
first
planted.
segment of training really was the audition.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yes.
the first we were there for I think it was 2 weeks, and then a month, and then 6 weeks.
It was like 6
and then
weeks,
2 months.
yeah.
And
Okay, were
if-
people
it was
being
6
cut?
months.
They were
Yes,
being
they
They
cut.
were being
Every
cut
2
through the
weeks.
training. Matt would
Every
look
2
at
weeks
you
they
and
were
say,
cut.
if you can't do military push-ups or you can't do hyperextensions off the side of the ring, remember? The girls were sitting on our feet, literally,
Yeah.
and we had to do hypers. He's like, if you can't do it, you're cut.
Wow.
He cut a few of the
Well,
girls, and they were like
that's-
suicidal. Some
that's
of the girls wanted
almost-
so bad. And
Well,
some of
That's
them did
almost
get-
like the first episode of the Netflix. Almost. In a
Oh,
way.
they were
Not-
too whiny. They
No,
were way
yeah.
too
They messed
whiny.
around
Yeah,
so
Matt
much.
didn't like
We would
whining.
have gotten in trouble.
But hold on.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that was edited, right?
Oh,
So
you
I'm
just
sure
got
there was
our
somebody. No, I'm
attention.
just saying. I'm sure there were
I
some
like
girls
that.
with
Hold on.
in the original cast that were probably as whiny. But they put on the air. No,
We
no.
had
No,
absolutely
Matt didn't want whiny. And
no,
there was
and you know
No.
why? And this
no
is
whining.
what he said.
Maybe
to
they
us.
got cut.
If
They
you did that,
did. There was a lot of
5
girls that got
minutes
cut.
in the ring, and you know whether you belong or not.
Okay.
Because
Exactly.
we were working hard, we drilled, and if you couldn't make it, if you were whining and couldn't make it, you left. There were girls that left. They just stopped and walked out the door and never
How
came
happy
back.
were you when
That
they were
too.
leaving? Weren't you kind of happy?
No,
I
was so
I was
into
happy.
training and doing this. I
Yeah, I
loved
did.
it.
No, but that kept a spot for you.
No, I
No,
knew
because
I
after you got your
I'm the
character,
only
you're-
one that was
I
happy.
knew I had a spot. I was
Wow.
this was what I was
That's
meant
funny.
to
And
do.
then after all that had came to fruition, I had a tag team, Queenie, which you guys remember.
Yes,
Queenie,
she was
the
a
beauty
beauty
queen.
queen.
She was a beauty
and she
queen,
would
by
do
the way.
that.
she
From
brought her
Tennessee.
mirror to the ring.
She was beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Now,
She was.
she wasn't a good wrestler.
Okay.
Because what happened was she had a great persona, but in a monkey toss, she froze up. In training, I think Nanushka was taking her over. And I watched, I was right here, and she was freezing up as she was going over. And before she hit the mat, she hit the mat, obviously, but she hit it wrong. Her collarbone just popped
Oh,
out.
that's
right.
And that was it. They
How'd you
sent her
guys?
home.
What about your names? How'd you come up?
Director.
That was the director
That was Matt.
and the writer, Steve Blanche.
Well,
Steve
Matt watched everybody.
Okay.
And
Analyzed her.
He
yeah.
made a character that was very close to your personality, so it was easy for them to play. I was one of the only actresses
Okay.
in there. I was an athletic actress and I wrestled. So, I learned how to wrestle and I was good at it. My brother and I used to play stuntman when we were kids. We watched a National Geographic special on stuntman and we learned how to.
That's funny.
Because
She's crazy.
We learned
She
how
would
to
take bumps
Yeah,
that
she
I
would
don't know.
fly.
we learned how to do dive forward
She's
rolls
crazy.
and 3/4 rolls, and we watched it when we saw when they came down out of a parachute, they'd land and they'd collapse and roll.
You were
So
female Mick Foley.
We would
Oh, yeah.
jump out
Yeah,
of
she
trees
was-
and collapse and roll and
you were
practice all
female
that.
Mick
It was so
Foley.
hard to catch
When-
her in the ring. She
when
was
I got to
zip-zapping
Glow,
everywhere.
a lot of it was the same stuff my brother and I practiced as we were kids.
How old were you
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
ish? I mean, I don't want to talk
20,
about age.
21.
25.
Oh, she
Was
so
there-
wants to talk about
I
age because
really
you wouldn't
don't.
ask.
Baby.
No,
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about your current age,
No.
even though people can do the math.
Do the math,
But
okay.
no. I wanted to in the
I like the way
girls
she
that are
eased
Glow
that in
girls
there.
now.
That's
How are
funny.
they in the same age range?
No, because from the first to the fourth season, the first
How old
season
are you?
girls, I'm 52.
Wow.
Almost 55.
So,
How old are you?
I am 55. I'll be 56.
Oh, I like that.
but we're all
Like
in the
this.
same season. So again, but going to
75?
the first season, second season, those girls range from 55 to 60. Like Matilda the Hun is
But
what,
she's
She's older.
68.
68.
She's 68.
So
yeah.
there's all different.
Mount Fiji's in her 60s.
Yeah, that's
so.
right. Yeah, she's
So back then, okay. But I'm saying in the current Glow girls, how?
Oh, they
are
range.
Yeah, and we
from
ranged.
where?
I mean,
30s.
What
Jailbait was what, 18?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Just
Jailbait's the youngest. I think she's
Yeah,
45
she
now,
was
or
18.
46,
Yeah.
something.
I'm asking these questions for a
But she
reason.
didn't
because
really
this
run
stuff
out.
sounds
It
exciting.
was
I'm like,
It
am I
was.
I
It
want to be a
was.
Glow girl.
They were 18.
You will want to
Well,
leave.
you never know. You fit right in.
No, I'm saying
Well,
like
yeah, she's
I
doing
do
great.
trapeze, I do kickbox. I'm like,
And we
I
got to
know
do
what
all
I'm
that.
sitting here.
Make
we went
sure
through
you
the
give me your
trapeze training.
information
Okay,
because
I'm
for
loving this.
whatever's coming up,
Yeah,
Ah,
there's
Exactly.
there's some things happening.
that sounds really exciting.
Yeah. Yes. I know.
Is that with your good eye?
I was doing
That was
some.
with your bad eye.
I was doing some inside outside crescent kicks today, flying through the air.
I've
I'm
seen
just
some of your
like,
videos.
on
Oh,
here.
that's
I'm like,
awesome.
Is that
Oh,
kickboxing?
cool.
She likes to do it.
Yeah,
Well,
it's like
you know
martial
what?
arts.
I love it.
wait,
That's
wait.
what I
Wait a
do.
minute.
I love
Crystal,
it.
we got something for
Uh-oh.
you.
Oh, we got a box.
You want to learn kickboxing.
Dan Magnus,
Oh, yeah.
world champion kickboxer.
Dan Magnus.
She knows
Dan,
him.
Dan, my man. That's my boyfriend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Is
Dan
he
is-
still?
Oh, he's
Dan
still
is
doing it.
amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
All
He's the
right.
only one to come back from open heart surgery and win the title twice.
Oh, wow.
so
Two
he's got a
amazing.
lot of heart.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Thank God
Yes.
he does.
Yeah.
Do we love Dan?
We
We do love Dan. Dan, we love you.
We love
Hey,
Dan.
Dad.
Yeah.
Love you, Dan.
Let's talk about injuries. What kind of injuries have you sustained by working on stuff like that?
I need to knock on some wood. I've been nothing.
You're afraid to
I
say it,
had
right?
No. I was thinking I bruising bad, like falling on your knee without a knee pad and then a stiff knee. But man, I've been I'm trying to think. I mean, like a sprained wrist. I've been very fortunate, unlike some other, adults
I'll let
around me.
Brian
Sonny?
do
Yeah,
my concussion.
I was injured on tour, actually. I made headlines in Biloxi, Mississippi on the news. I was in a pile driver with Beastie.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
And my neck actually hit before my hands. and they thought I broke my neck. I blacked
Oh,
out,
I remember
and there was
that.
like 20, 30 in Biloxi, Mississippi. I don't know how, it was huge. Our Coliseums we packed.
20, 30,000, not 20, 30 people.
Well, no, that's what I meant. 20, 30,000.
No, she clarified it.
I just wanted to make sure, because was I
Yeah,
there?
no,
I don't know.
Yeah, we were all there. We had to do this match every night. Every state we appeared over and over. So that happened, and I went on painkillers, and 2 nights I was off, and Matt put me out there. He's going, you got to do this again. So my fear was there. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna, this is horrible, because that's that neck breaker. They don't do pile drivers anymore, by the way, because they're a most dangerous maneuver. But yeah, I've got neck injuries, bad knees from drop kicks. But other than that, I'm fortunate. My back hasn't really gotten too bad, but I have a feeling as we get older, we're going to have those injuries, as all wrestlers do.
No.
Because I see those guys before us, like Brian Blair and all the other, great, Roddy Piper had his injuries.
Yep.
It comes to fruition. MTV is showing
I
injuries.
have arthritis in
It does.
every joint in my body because I did huge high-flying moves.
Yeah. And it just does. But I keep moving. I keep exercising. I have my Squat Master now. By the way, I want to do a little plug-in for my honey bunny. For
Whoa, she slid that in.
I did. For Bernie Miller, squatmaster.info.
Yeah.
It's all
Feel
about
the burn,
squats.
baby. The Squat Master.
You want that booty?
Amazing.
All right, I was doing some
I
squats
love it.
today.
Yes.
You want the
out.
booty?
it
Do your
works.
duty.
Okay,
It works.
Roxy?
Roxy.
No injuries. I knock on wood. Getting more from doing hair by cutting my fingers than I ever did in
So
wrestling.
you have arthritis.
Like that one there, okay? Yes, but not from wrestling though. Nothing, not a thing. But I want to say yes, so nothing happens to me when I walk out here. So
Right.
yeah, I'm good though. Thank God.
Nothing for me.
All right, Brian.
I was a martial artist and all that stuff, but I always knew you got to take care of yourself. So I've not had anything. I have a bad knee. I was from roller skating in gym.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Nothing happened of whatever. I think it was from a past life. I'm pretty sure that's where it's from. Past life.
All right.
But nothing.
We're getting old.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let
Speaking
you
of
feel.
past
You want to feel what
lives.
Sally, the farmer's daughter, gave me? My concussion. Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
That's from Sally.
Wow.
Yes.
I want to feel.
Yeah, she was brutal.
I want to feel.
I was like, no.
Was it no?
Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
Crazy witch. It was my first singles match, right?
my
I was
God, I
brand
didn't know
new.
that.
I've done tag team, but it was my first singles match. And she says, okay, here's what we should do. After you do. And she gets up in the turnbuckle, sticks her foot in my stomach and grabs my wrists for a monkey toss. But she didn't tell me anything. She just took me and grabbed me and threw me.
So you weren't
She
prepared.
drove
Monkey toss.
my head into the mat.
Did you see stars?
So hard. First I saw stars, because you see the stars, and then I saw the birds. They were pink and blue, and they were chirping around my head. I'm sitting there going, damn,
Wow.
you see the birds. And then they went away. But she, are you okay? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And she's-
I'm so
and
glad
she's-
I didn't have to
She's
wrestle her.
rubbing my head, and I'm like, okay, if we're going to do this match, you're going to show me and talk me through everything
Right.
before I do a thing.
No,
with
she was
you.
wild in the ring.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. When she
Yeah,
and
she was
Hollywood,
rough.
she and Hollywood had a beef. They had somebody slept with somebody's boyfriend.
Kind
and
of
so-
like the Glow Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
and
Yes.
so-
Just gotta say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
every time they got in the ring together, they beat the you know what out
Oh,
of
you
each
got to go
other.
back to
No.
YouTube and watch these
Oh yeah,
matches.
they,
I
it was
am. I
for
should've.
real. They threw each other into the audience. They threw each other into pillars. They threw chairs on each other.
I don't know if
Oh
this
my
is a
God.
taboo question, but was there already a predetermined winner, or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all knew who was
Yes.
going to win. That was
Okay.
the part we choreographed.
We can say that now.
I
Okay.
know our matches all week.
Kayfabe.
I know,
And
and
I
then we
have-
filmed
yeah.
the weekend,
I've-
and we knew.
Wrestled where we've planned everything, and I've wrestled where we've planned nothing.
Yeah.
I prefer planning things
Yeah, me
because
too.
it's a better match. It looks better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can make the moves bigger, and because if you're going, oh, what's going on?
Right,
Oh,
right,
You're
right.
just holding
Yeah.
each other and
You're just
walking
holding,
around.
yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
have
we
any
had
say
a
so,
we had a
though?
we had a word,
No,
right? If we
didn't.
got hurt
It
in the
was
ring.
the director,
Yes,
and
it's
usually the
for-
Wait a minute.
we swear?
I want to hear that. What was the word that you had when you got hurt?
Well, because you weren't allowed to cuss
Yeah.
on TV.
Yeah.
If we just said "f you,"
Can-
know that.
Can you
that-
say that word?
I'm not going to say it because
You don't need to.
Yeah, yeah. If you say "f you," you said the whole word. Then the
Was that the
ref,
whole word?
the ref knew that you were injured, and he would stop the match.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
ever use that
Yeah.
word?
No, Jailbait did those.
Okay, I didn't use it.
Steve Blance was the referee in this match, and when Jailbait
That
hurt
was
her
in the
knee,
beginning at
when she-
Laughlin.
when
Yeah,
she
I
hurt,
remember
no,
that.
This
Was
was,
it
we were
Laughlin?
taping. We were taping. It was no. Actually, she was on TV. She was in A Glowing Moment,
Oh,
and she
maybe
went
one,
on.
yeah.
And she went on tour with us, so she was a real glow girl.
But you know what? I
Anyway.
should have. I have to say, I would have used that word "fu" to Cheyenne Cher for knocking me out in the ring, and that would have been after.
Did she
Well-
go on tour? Yeah. I don't
Oh, but you were
remember.
not.
She
So-
actually
so
knocked me out.
So anyway, she goes up to Steve. She had just blown out her knee. She did a knee stomp and came down too hard on it,
Oh.
and weight wrong, and blew her knee out. So she goes up to Steve. She goes, yells, "Steve, F you!" And he's like, "You get out of here, get back into your corner." And she's like, "No, F you!" No, Julie, you go back on it. She's like, "Steve, F you!" And she's pointing to her knees because he thought she was just playing her character, playing Jailbait.
He
The straight-
forgot or what?
No, he thought she was just playing her
Yeah.
character.
Wow.
How are we supposed to do it? Like whisper it?
No.
Yeah, I never had
I
that.
don't
We
know.
never did that.
Me
I never
either.
did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
No.
we
Did you have a
can't swim.
favorite city that you guys wrestled in, and what was the rowdiest fans?
Baton
Las
Rouge,
Vegas.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Yeah, Baton
Really?
Rouge.
Why was that?
That was wonderful. They were just rowdy.
Oh,
Rowdy.
yeah.
They were good. Yeah.
Yeah. It was crazy.
We had
I
fun,
liked
though. We
Alabama
had fun.
too. Yeah, the good old boys. Because me and Cheyenne Cher left and we got in trouble. We broke.
That's because they
curfew.
were all waiting for you at the end.
And we hung
Yeah.
out. Sonny and Cher hung out with the state troopers
Isn't that
that
funny?
night.
Sonny and Cher.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sonny and Cher. You get it?
And it was funny because I dated their director, but not like dating.
Wait,
We
what
just-
happened?
I know.
What?
Well, that
Wait a minute, you slept with
What?
who?
What?
There was no. Yeah, we
This
did
is
sleep
all
in the
new
same
to
bed,
me.
but
What
there was
happened?
no sexual thing going on.
We dated.
It was kind of like whatever.
That's funny.
I was just actually in the glow house.
She
Let's
said,
just
"No
say that.
jiggy jiggy."
I know.
You
I
brought
said,
it up. We didn't bring it
but
up.
that was it. Anyway, so
You got it up. What?
I know, but he. I know. I was going to say somebody.
All the forbidden topics.
That's
Sonny
funny.
is spilling it all
No,
today.
no, Cher did. Wait, Cher.
No, Cher was. It's not
Cher
here.
got it up.
Cher's
Cher
not here.
got it up
Got
and
it
then
up?
some.
Got what?
Got it up.
With the state
Got it
trooper?
up.
No, that's just in the car scene. And poor Beastie watched one of the other characters. Anyway, you had to be there in the parking lot.
Sonny, don't hold back. Please
Oh,
don't
it goes
hold
back to the
back.
parking
And,
lot.
and needless to say, yeah, Cheyenne Cher didn't come to the CAC. I don't know why.
didn't what?
but She didn't come to the CAC.
Oh.
How about that?
Favorite wrestler? Mine is Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Oh my
Who
gosh.
was yours?
Well, I have to say, I like Minnie back in the days. I love Andre the Giant, and oh my God, the list goes on if I was sitting here. But I do have to say, I do like Hulk Hogan because he was my male counterpart of Sonny. He was the exact same gimmick as I was, and we got to meet, and we became friends and stuff after he hit on me as well at Eiferman's. And I went to Matt and told him, and I said, "Can you believe it?" Because he was married,
I know.
had his two kids, and they were in the limo, and the limo pulled up to Eiferman's, and I'm there with Lightning, and Lightning's training me, and he's coming out with his oil, and he's buffing up, and he's doing his weights, and I'm like, "How long do you tan for?" And he goes, "An hour," and I'm like, "I only do a half hour." And he hated it. He's like, "Oh, you're with Glow, aren't you?" He hated
That's
us.
funny.
He hated us
That's
Yeah.
what I wanted to know. So most of them did not. Why?
because we were females, number one.
We were
and
getting bigger ratings.
we were, yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Our
I
ratings
wouldn't
soared.
say most of them. There were some.
There was a
But
lot.
there was a lot that were really nice too that I met. on
At the
road.
end, when they realized they're like, okay, these girls are here to stay. We're gonna like them. They're not going anywhere. So, but yeah, Hulk Hogan. I like Minnie. I like Dick Byers, the Destroyer, hands down. Freddie Blassie. I like the old, Brutus
What a rich
Beefcakes.
history he had.
Oh my gosh, he's amazing. And him and his wife are the sweetest, and they're at the CAC Cauliflower Alley Club. You should go every year and join the membership.
join.
It is awesome. Yeah, it
That
really
was
is.
fun last year.
Yeah.
Roxy?
This year. Gotta go with The Rock.
Oh,
Gotta go
absolutely.
with The Rock.
Absolutely.
I'm
You
sorry.
just like his
Yes, his what?
tight buns
And you don't?
of steel.
And
He's-
you don't? No,
he's-
The
he's-
Rock is. I watched a match with Mick Foley and The Rock, and
Oh, yes.
and the way and Mick Foley was so good in this match, and I remember his kids were sitting in the audience. They thought it was real, just the way they worked that. That was the best match.
The,
and
the
that's-
highest rated
Yeah.
segment was The Rock
and Mick Foley.
liking Mick Foley.
See, and I love. That's when
Yeah.
I got pulled into
It was
to The
it was
Rock.
called This Was Your Life segment.
Yes, yeah, it was great. So it has to be Mick Foley and The Rock.
So Roxy, what do you think
Nice.
about The Rock?
I know.
What do you think about the
What do you
Rock?
think?
I think he's
It doesn't matter what you
amazing.
think.
He's
it doesn't
hot.
matter what you think.
Oh, there you go.
I
That's his
forgot
shtick.
about
Well,
that.
I'll tell you about The Rock. So when The Rock did, when Dwayne,
Yes.
when DJ did The Mummy Returns,
what The
I was
Rock
the
is
only one that knew where he came from. Can you imagine this journalist? You've done junkets that didn't know who he was.
But you know
Wow.
what? Sadly,
2001.
sitting here until you guys just said this, I was like, wait, oh, he was a.
Dwayne
Oh,
Johnson,
I didn't
That's
even
right.
really know that. I
Yeah.
mean, I guess I probably saw him fight, but I still didn't make the connection. And literally,
Yeah.
my mouth just dropped open when you were saying this. I was like,
He even
oh,
did
great.
episodes.
And going back
start-
to his tattoos, High Chief Peter
so
Maiva,
silly.
Yeah.
you know,
Yes.
all of them, all of his
Yes,
relatives.
That's right.
Some
Well, they're
more.
big.
So is
Even
the whole-
our Mountain Fiji is a cousin. Is
Yes.
a fellow of Samoan
Samoan.
family. It's
Is the
huge.
can you smell what the Rock is cooking? Is that
There
from
you
this?
go.
Yeah, it's from
I was
there.
like,
There
yes,
you
I
go.
did know, but
Yes.
that's weird. It just didn't.
Yeah,
And
see,
rock for the prez
Can you smell?
because
what
he
the
wants to be president. I
No,
think it'd be
don't
awesome.
run.
No, don't.
Stay where you are.
No, we
Stay
love The
where
Rock.
you are.
Well, he
All
On
right.
TV.
Ted DiBiase.
Oh, Ted was a good
did
villain.
this wonderful thing once when we were in Glow. Matt wanted us to go to at the Thomas and Mack Center. WWF was there and had a show, so we were there in costume, handing out flyers to come, watch the Glow tapings. And Ted DiBiase, he gets this little kid in the ring, and he says, "I'll give you $20 if you can dribble this basketball
Oh,
all
yes.
the way across the ring." So the kid starts to dribble the basketball, and he's about halfway, he runs and snatches the ball out of his hand and says, "You don't get the money."
Yep.
The kid's all,
Wow.
I laughed.
There was a
so
lot of people
hard.
upset after that.
Oh,
one.
that was the
Really?
best heel.
Yeah.
That's a heel. Okay.
Yeah.
That, I
Oh,
love
boo.
that. That's
Boo.
So
amazing.
Did
Oh,
you
sorry.
have a favorite? You know, when you were watching
Junkyard Dog,
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Hulk Hogan,
Yeah.
and but wait, so who was Junkyard Dog and who was in the fence in the cage?
Well, that's also Freddie Blassie came out in a cage as well.
Well,
But-
Junkyard, he had some cage matches because he was that great black wrestler coming from the
Okay.
South. So
Yeah.
here's what, and you may know, a lot of times coming from the South, there were certain white wrestlers that didn't want to wrestle certain black wrestlers.
Oh, that's terrible.
interesting.
Yeah.
And that's not a big known thing, but you talk to him,
can
and that
imagine,
was
yeah.
one of those things. Tony Atlas, Mr. USA.
Tony Atlas.
Tony
yes.
Atlas had
Yes.
that too because he
Yes.
was built Mr. USA
Yeah,
in the fitness
he's,
world.
and he's still huge. He's a
So
great
he
guy.
was good. So
Very nice.
that black audience came out to see those black wrestlers. So
right.
when
Yeah.
Junkyard Dog came out to Queen's, Another One Bites the Dust music, that was great.
Yeah. What y'all's
Yeah.
outfits look like?
Oh, we all had different.
no.
well, that's the other
She
thing
had
too.
a cute one.
Oh
I
my
love
god.
Talk about
See,
yours.
the energy
love
level
my
just went
outfit.
like this.
I couldn't
and
get
we don't want to talk
okay,
about
tell
that.
your story. We'll go down this way because we all have a story with our outfits.
I don't know. I don't. Not with mine. Mine
Yours
just.
was horrible.
I don't know. It was
like,
okay.
"I liked it."
Ah, she didn't argue.
It was okay.
I didn't like it because the other California girl had like the little sun on there, and then
No, I had the sun on my butt. I had the sun of rhinestones
But
on
you
my butt.
said you
on my
didn't
right
like
And what a
butt.
great
happy
son on the
face.
butt you had.
Yeah,
The other one had the
California
happy
doll had
face.
the happy face.
Oh, the
no, I
happy face.
loved my rhinestones.
You liked
the
it?
thing I didn't like
was
is
adorable.
that it was cute. It was just way up here.
That was the 80s
And when
though.
I landed on the mat, I
Ow.
land
Ooh,
on the
on
rhinestones,
rhinestones.
and I'm
Okay.
like,
It's like
really?
having your
That
keys
could,
in your pocket.
yeah, and it was so high up.
Ugh.
It's like not
And you don't have a bad back.
attractive. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm
Honey,
just
you
faking
looked
till I make it.
adorable in your costume.
I couldn't
You
gain
did.
an ounce of weight because it was like Tarzan.
I was gonna
I
say,
had
That's
a,
what. Yeah, it was like that one.
I had a jog
one
bra
piece.
here, and
Yeah.
it was just a tankini, and I left the
Nice.
stomach open right here, just enough. It was like, oh my god, I can't.
Do you still have it?
I don't. That's the thing. Oh boy, don't even get me started on
I
that.
have mine.
You have
I
yours?
have my whole costume.
Oh my gosh, Sonny didn't get to. You had yours too, but
I
you
had mine, but
sold yours.
I sold it to a collector. That it's the outfit is next to Moolah's.
Oh,
outfit.
the fabulous
Collector.
Moolah.
Yeah, he's got a like a $500,000 collection.
Wow.
So he wanted. 'cause
Let
it
me
was
tell
in
you
a
this.
box.
It was an honor to talk to the fabulous Moolah and who was the girl, the woman that was always with her?
Mae Young.
Mae Young. Oh my
Mae
God, I
Young
was
is-
so honored to meet them in a movie and a documentary about Moolah's history and Mae
yes.
Young.
Yes.
Talk about strong women and what they had to deal with because
They were the
women weren't supposed to
beginning.
wrestle.
Yeah, they were the beginning movement.
Wow.
Mae
But
Young.
But Moolah hated us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For a little bit,
Why?
yeah. that's
Oh,
what
I don't
yeah,
know.
I
She
know.
hated us.
That is
Yeah,
what I heard.
I've heard that too.
It
She
took
hated Glow.
it took
Yeah.
something away from it because
We ruined
Moolah.
wrestling. Glow ruined wrestling. But the fact that she even mentioned us, I'm like, okay with that.
Well, yeah.
I'm good
Yeah.
with that.
Well, I'm glad that we broke the glass ceiling and that we did what we did and we were finally recognized for it because I really enjoyed doing it. I loved every minute of it.
Yeah, so we were honored at the CAC of the Cauliflower.
Okay, wait, and my
Club.
outfit was green, and it had...
You don't care. Yours is so.
Okay, I just have a little quick story about my outfit.
I want to tell you
Okay,
story.
all I know is that when the costume, it was
Nanishka's
That's
mom,
so biz.
she
She was
carried
really
out
good.
this little piece of thing, and I cried. This little tiny little piece of fabric, and I kept going, oh my, a crotch like this and that, and so I had to get creative, and I wore like 3 pairs of tights because I was so scared everything was just gonna fall out. So I hated it.
They were-
Roxy
they were
Astor
small,
should
but
have
they
had
were-
more outfits than just one outfit.
We all should have. But
Well,
we
I was a
had
Park
Wait a minute.
Avenue knockout.
Wait a minute.
That's
You only
true.
had one
We
outfit?
only
had
had
one.
That's all every
Yeah.
day.
Except
every
for the
night,
strip
we wore
match.
the same thing. That's
the
true.
street fight.
The street fight. We had street clothes and things like, or lingerie. I think we had a lingerie time.
I call it a strip match.
Well, we
were
started
stripped.
out in clothes.
And then we went to the-
Stripped off.
But we only had one. Yeah. But they were cute. She did a great job. I
What
mean,
about
Anushka's
yours?
mother.
Mine was pink and green
Oh,
and
yes.
wild.
Oh, you
It
were
was
the
great.
wild.
Neon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually got to help design it. I
Oh.
went over to that Sobiz and we picked the colors and Matt said he wanted me to look like.
Were you like a little star? Like, how are you getting the special
Because
privileges?
you could go as far as you could in Glow. I also helped write a
Oh.
lot of the raps. I wrote a
Oh.
lot of the matches.
Yes, they have a glow
Yeah.
wrap.
Yeah, we do. We
No,
have our
we
own
don't.
individual raps.
My
which
name is Melody
Oh, no,
Trouble
she's doing it.
Vixen. A rock and roll match is what I'm fixing. I'm a ready to rock it, ready to roll. Wrestling is my blood, and Elvis is my soul. Some people say that I'm to blame because Trouble is my middle name. So when all you fans are rocking with me, I know you want your MTV.
Yes!
Okay, what? Okay. When you meet with Roxy, you better beware, 'cause I'm really strong and debonair. This jet set girl never backs down, 'cause all she wants is the glow crown.
Now we can do our glow wrap all together, and I'll come back to mine because I forget mine.
My name is Crystal with a
love
capital
it.
C. And don't
Yeah.
you wish you could
Be
do
me?
whatever like me?
Yeah.
I used to think I could rap, and I was terrible.
Well, I can't.
Well,
could
to
do
answer
our-
that question, you could go as far as you could in Glow. Matt was somebody who
Yeah.
recognized talent and encouraged it. And if you could do something, he helped you develop it.
Where's this
So-
Matt
That's
now?
true.
Matt Simber.
right.
I'm actually working with him right now, producing a documentary on the Cauliflower Alley Club.
That's going to be neat.
Yes.
What is
Looking forward
you
to
guys
that.
have mentioned this a
The
couple
Cauliflower Alley
looking
Club
around.
is a benevolent organization
like 3 or
of
11.
wrestlers and boxers and ring fighters and stunt people. And every year there's a reunion.
What would this name come?
Cauliflower Alley Club is
Cauliflower
from wrestling
is
the ear.
boxers.
yes.
Boxing, yeah.
I'm like, I love cauliflower. Why are they talking
No, you
about
don't, you don't like this cauliflower. You won't like this.
Got it.
It's
Yes,
that
I know
ugly
what that
ear
is.
when they
Yes,
get
yes,
from.
yes.
Yeah.
There,
Okay.
There's no insurance for most wrestlers, and a lot of them are so busted up they can't even pay their bills.
So wait a minute.
Yeah, so it's
no
a- it's a-
union?
It's
No,
an organization, is what it is. It's when you go, you're paying your monthly fees or your lifetime fees, which is $300 for a
You
lifetime.
Yes.
Lifetime members, we
I'm
do
a
as
lifetime
wrestlers.
member.
Yes.
Yes.
It's not that much.
So
Though, but no.
it's open. It's an open organization. Fans and wrestlers alike can join, and every year at the reunions, these fans have access to the wrestling stars like they never have in their life.
Which is important to
That's
do.
nice.
It is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Give your
Absolutely.
MTV, give your website. How do people, fans, and reach out to you?
I'm on Facebook, Eileen MTV Glow O'Hara, and I'm on Twitter, Eileen MTV O'Hara, and I'm also an author. So I'm a published author. I write science fiction fantasy. Banners of Avalon, The Return of Ilana is my series, and it's available on Amazon, or go to my Facebook page and you can find out how to get it.
Roxy?
Oh wait, what about this wonderful cruise? What
Oh, I know.
Afterglow
Fan
Fan
Party.
Party.
We will all say
Roxy,
it. No, we're saying it
hold
3
on.
times. Go.
The Afterglow Fan Party at Sea.
www.afterglowatsea.com.
That's right.
Okay, and you can find me on Facebook. And also Reseda. No, just kidding. I wanted to say that
Penthouse.
our
No, the
party,
Penthouse
our party
was awesome.
was in the New York Post. The
Yes.
party
Yes.
that it was mentioned in the New York Post.
I saw it.
But how great is that?
That's good.
really
Okay,
cool.
so
It was
I'm on
fun.
Twitter, Roxy Astor 1, and also Glow Wrestling 1 that I keep promoting the cruise. And the cruise, you guys. www.afterglow@sea. These girls are going to go. You want to go on
That's
this
right.
cruise.
It's
so
going to be
much
a lot of
fun.
fun, and Chris is going to be there too. So how could you? She's
When
so
is it?
gorgeous. You got to come on,
Next
everybody.
year.
Next week.
March.
March 4th through the 11th.
2018.
March 4th through the 11th,
Yes,
2018. Yeah.
All right.
Sunny?
Never
Okay,
know.
hold on, guys, because I just found my wrap, and you guys.
Knock, knock.
We don't
She
have
had
that
to
much
look.
there.
She did have to look.
Come on,
You know
Sonny.
why? Because I've had many concussions. That's my
Ah,
thing in
okay.
wrestling, and yes, so I
So
do
those are your
forget.
injuries.
Yeah, so this is for you, Sylvester Boiler. Thank you for sending me my raps each and every time. But okay, we're gonna do one. I'm the California girl, lean and tan. My name is Sunny, so here's my plan. I'll beat you fair and square, and then we'll go to the beach and I'll hang 10.
All right, where can they find you, Sonny?
I am on Facebook. I have 2 profiles because I'm full with one.
Popular.
It's very, it's very
Nice.
cool. Thank you, fans, for, it's a great blessing. I have Twitter. I have Instagram. I have Stage 32. Oh, my God.
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn account.
LinkedIn.
Find me on LinkedIn. I also have a radio show that I do every Sunday. It's a political talk radio, AmericanAdversaries.com, AM 660, FM 550.
Nice.
Crystal?
Find me there.
Crystal Coney, Twitter at Crystal Coney, Instagram at Crystal Coney _ Facebook, Crystal Coney. Everything is Crystal Coney. I'm easy to find. Just pull it up.
Did you friend
Series
us?
that you.
Not yet,
Yes.
but I will.
Yeah.
I think I followed somebody on. I followed one of you. I think on
Probably me.
Twitter.
Probably me.
I stalked you on Twitter. So.
Okay,
I
well, I'm
stalked her
all
on
over it.
Twitter.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
I stalked her.
Everybody stalked me.
You're up for what roles these days? What
Oh
are you doing?
boy. It seems like I'm putting something on tape or auditioning just about every day.
That's
but
great,
That's
though.
awesome.
I'm just staying positive. I haven't booked anything lately. I did a nice spokesperson job this year for Schwab, so that was really, really a good job. But other than that, I'm just staying at it, grinding, working hard. I got to go
She's
put something on tape
available.
right now. I get to play like a crackhead junkie type.
Oh, I'm
Woo!
jealous.
So that should be
That's
fun.
gonna be
We
fun.
got excited.
Yeah.
Oh,
One
Yeah.
for mom.
I was like, that was Halle Berry's first role. So
That's
maybe.
right.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
It's a good sign.
That's true.
My first job in Hollywood, I played a hooker.
I love it.
That's
I played a
great.
couple hookers.
Who would have thought MTV is a
I've
hook-
played hookers and lesbians.
All right.
Yeah.
Movies lately.
You have to be-
What
you have
everybody's
to be-
schedule? What has everybody seen lately? I know you were talking about Wonder
No,
Woman.
but I wanted to bring
Wonder
this up earlier. A Dog's Purpose.
Oh yes, that's a good film.
I
I
wanna see that.
was,
Yes.
I'll cry.
Crying.
Oh, no, I can't see it.
but it's good.
I
It's
can't
not.
see it.
You're not crying because you what you think
Oh,
you're crying
I
about.
lost my dog, so.
No, but
pixie.
it's not. Oh, but I was in shambles. I finished it the other night and I was working and I was like, everybody's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I was watching a movie and they're like, what movie? I'm like, A Dog's Purpose. They're like, what?
that
I'm like,
looked
just
good.
watch it. It's
Now I
so
gotta watch
good.
it.
It's
Damn it, I
so
gotta watch it.
good.
See,
I
we're
gotta watch
dog
that.
lovers.
Oh,
That's the whole
Yes,
thing.
yes,
We
yes.
are. Sonny, what's the
I'm
last? What's the
animals.
last movie you went to go see?
Oh my gosh. Well, I seen The Fate and the Furious, which is my favorite. Again, The Rock,
Uh-huh.
because I happen to love The Rock. And
Love The Rock.
yeah.
Isn't it
And
great
he did
how
the
well he's
Knock
doing
Knock.
though?
Oh, he's amazing.
He's awesome.
He kills it.
Yeah.
He's the highest rating paid actor.
He's an
right
actor.
now.
86
yeah.
million.
He's very good.
He has
you know.
charm too. I
Well,
love his
yeah,
charm.
and
Yeah.
it helps that he's good looking. He's big, and
And he's got a new baby. They have a baby.
they have the
Yep.
cutest little baby.
And
yes.
Ballers just came back on HBO.
That's right.
Oh yes, that's back, which I like too. I like that.
They need me on that show.
Yeah, and I
Yes.
the Boss Baby,
too.
which I love. Those cutest little
Boss
cartoons.
Baby was
So
good.
cute. I love it.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's cute.
Oh.
What are you seeing lately?
Nothing, but what do I want to see? I want to see the Atomic Blonde because
Oh,
she
yeah.
looks like she would kick ass. I love movies like that where they just the
And then that opens
characters-
Friday, Charlize
female.
Theron.
Yes, I
Yes.
want
I
to see
wanna see
that.
that.
I love
Yeah.
Charlize, so that's
Yeah.
Wonder Woman was the
I was
last
gonna
theater
say,
movie I
yes.
saw. I'm binge watching Outlander right now.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yep.
And I want to see Valerian.
Oh, yeah,
Valerian,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Talk more about your book.
Okay.
okay.
She's like, sure.
Sci-fi fantasy. I wanted a non-preachy way to teach people that you have to be responsible for yourself in this life, and we have to take care of each other and the earth. So
I believe that.
yeah. So I thought I was raised on King Arthur, Legend of King Arthur
Okay.
in Avalon. So it's set in Avalon. I have the guardians of the elements: earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. And Avalon is in another dimension over Loch Ness. And the reason they see the Loch Ness Monster every once in a while is because when Avalon is present, the Loch Ness water dragon guards. That's
That's interesting.
Yeah, so there's time travel, wizards and warriors, and magic.
When are we making it into
Nice.
Well, I originally wrote it as a television series,
Okay.
a 5-season
that's
television
right.
series. I have 4 screenplays written, and when I was shopping it around Hollywood, almost everyone I pitched to wanted me to sign away the creative rights.
Yeah.
So
That's what they want.
So I said, you know what, Eileen, let's write this as a novel series. Then creative rights are not in
I
dispute.
love it.
So the first book is
Smart
out.
girl.
Yeah, novelizing is a little different than screenplay because screenplay is very minimalistic.
Right.
A novel, you can write what they think
Absolutely.
and feel. So I'm enjoying both styles of writing.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, when I get in this space, this story these characters step up and they start doing things. And it's
great.
all I can do to keep up with typing. I'm like, all right, slow down. Stop
Brian, I think that's where I messed up is I didn't write a novel.
Not yet. You haven't.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Well, it's funny because when you're talking about it, J.K. Rowling came to my mind. Her sitting at a Starbucks in London.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of when I did interviews for. Oh my God. I'm blanking on the things. The trilogies of what was it?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that
Yes.
and the other stuff.
Twilight.
No,
The
not
Witches
Twilight.
and
Oh, I'm
Warlocks.
like, what?
Well,
No, they were the Hobbit, the Hobbits,
yes.
and the other one.
Yes. Yeah, I'm a huge Tolkien
Those things
fan.
were coming to mind because that's what they were looking for. You know,
Yes.
you had to have those the 3 trilogy and everything like that, and they worked.
Yeah, I have decided that you have to have 3 books for
Yeah.
anyone to pay attention. So I just haven't had time to. I've started on the 2nd installment. I just haven't had time to finish.
Been busy.
Well,
I
hop
had-
to it.
I had a fan come up to me at CAC, and he had a list of questions. All right, so.
But you love it, though.
Oh, I
You
totally
love
love
it
it.
when they do
I
that.
love it. I absolutely love it. And so I
You're good
answered
with
all
them.
answered all his questions, and he even made me think. So that's a
That's
good thing.
that's good.
Yeah.
great.
it's excellent.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I do have my book and movie for Lifetime that is in the works on my own personal story.
God, I feel like a
And my-
loser.
and my
Whoa,
book.
God.
And also, I want to say a pitch for Playboy, which Roxy's coming with me.
I'm not doing anything.
I've got my Playboy.
God.
I've been Playboy.
All right.
Yes, one of the best issues.
Social media,
And
real
you
quick
could
before we
do
go.
Playboy.
Again,
Oh, Crystal Coney, Twitter at Crystal Coney, Instagram, Crystal Coney _ Facebook, Crystal Coney, LinkedIn, Crystal Coney. Easy to find.
Coney.
And that's Coney like Coney Island, Coney, and Crystal spelled the correct way.
Sunny?
Crystal.
Oh, there you go. You can find me Patricia Summerlin, Patricia J. Summerlin. If you Patricia Summerland, yes, it's the Summerlin you see everywhere now. As a matter of fact, I'm driving on the freeway. I look over, it's Summerlin Farms off the 5 freeway. I'm like,
So you're
really?
rich.
Is that a relative? I know, probably, but unfortunately, it's not. You know. Anyway, yeah, Patricia Summerlin, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Stage 32. And everywhere. You can find me along with Roxy and
Why are you
MTV.
Roxy? Go
Because
ahead.
we're all
Roxy
Twittery.
Astor on Facebook and www.afterglow@z.com. Roxy Astor 1 and Glow Wrestling 1 on Twitter.
MTV.
Eileen MTV O'Hara on Facebook and Twitter, and my book is available for Kindle on Amazon.com.
I want to thank everybody for coming out and thank Glow. Without
Well,
Glow,
and
Netflix, it wouldn't have been another one. And
Afterglow.
Afterglow.
Cruise.
I'm Brian
Here we
Sebastian,
go.
movie reviews
Right
and
here.
more. We will see you next week with the pros and cons of hemp and cannabis, which will be good.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.
Nice.
Bye.
You're listening to Movie Reviews and More with Brian Sebastian, only on LA Talk Radio.